Welcome to Dr. Balaga's God Knowledge Doc podcast, your quick dive into the latest medical breakthroughs to keep you ahead of the curve. Let's get started. Today is 28 July 2025. This video is on a review article published on 14 July 2025 in the Journal of the American Heart Association. The article is titled Role of Lp(a) in Atherosclerotic Cardiovascular Disease in South Asian Individuals. South Asians account for 25% of the global population. They experience earlier and more severe atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease, including CAD and ischemic stroke. Traditional risk factors do not explain this burden. Elevated Lp(a) levels are more common in South Asians. 25% have greater than 50 milligrams per deciliter. In this review, it involved literature synthesis from large cohorts, INTERHEART, UK Biobank, PROMIS, and MASALA study. Lp(a) levels are genetically determined. Measurements are unaffected by diet and lifestyle. Ethnic variation, isoform size, and gender differences were analyzed using multi-ethnic datasets and advanced lipidomic assays. Key takeaways: Lp(a) is an independent causal atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease risk factor. Odds ratio for myocardial infarction in South Asians with high Lp(a) was 2.14 in the INTERHEART study. This means the odds of myocardial infarction were 2.14 times higher in South Asians with Lp(a) elevated than those without. South Asians have disproportionately higher Lp(a) related atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease burden. There are around 469 million individuals globally. South Asians exhibit vulnerable, non-calcified plaques. Lp(a) promotes inflammation more than thrombosis in this group. Elevated Lp(a) may underestimate risk on coronary artery calcium scoring. Guidelines recommend at least once in a lifetime testing. There's an urgent need for lowering of Lp(a) therapies in South Asians. New drugs in development, including antisense oligonucleotides and small interfering RNAs, are under development. One would argue that these clinical trials should enroll more South Asians. This is a fascinating review, and I encourage everyone to read it. So very quickly, South Asians have 2.4 times higher risk of atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease events, 1.6 times higher atherosclerotic cardiovascular disease mortality, 30% increase in cardiovascular disease mortality, 50% increase in cardiovascular disease prevalence. The mean age of first MI is 52 years as opposed to 58 globally. The highest global share of elevated Lp(a) is in South Asian individuals, 469 million. Highest population attributable risk for myocardial infarction, 9.5%. Highest odd ratio for MI, 2.14 compared to other ethnicities. So the authors of this paper are right in championing this issue. If you enjoyed this episode, share it with your colleagues. When we change how we see disease, we change how we shape lives. Until next time, stay curious, stay compassionate, and keep seeking wisdom. Podcast brought to you by Master MedFacts at mastermedfacts.com.